Welcome to DentonRadio.com, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us here at DentonRadio.com.
So he is actually called a marine toad, which is kind of a mess. Don't up in this neck of the woods, but they are also known as cane toads and also known as giant toads.
I could see that one.
And I bet you'd like to know just how big they can get, right?
I would like to know
because
just how big
he
they
is
can
pretty large.
get. Okay.
Well, if you notice, he is actually about the size of Amanda's head here.
Head for scale.
That's
Okay.
right. If
Hold
I
on,
put
we're
him
gonna-
next to her head.
We're going to zoom in on her head on the camera here. There we go. All right, that's
You
your
would see
control right there.
Actually, I mean, if I were to hold him up, he actually is about the size of a dinner plate, and which I guess is about the size of our head as well.
Okay.
So they are quite large toads. They eat a variety of different things, including rodents.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty opportunistic. He's got super long legs, as you can see him standing up there, and he can actually jump about 20 to 25 feet.
Really?
There's something else.
Even with all that heft?
Yep.
Okay.
And he can actually do something else 20 to 25 feet. And while I told you his name is Prince Charming, his nickname is Super Soaker.
Oh, man.
So he has a couple of different ways he can, I guess, fend off a predator that might think that he would be a potential meal. And one of the things that he can do is he can shoot a lot of liquid that he is holding in his body, and that's going to put off a lot of potential diners. Another thing he can do is he has these very large glands at the back of his head there.
Okay.
You see those large glands there? That actually produce a toxin, and that toxin is not a venom because venom is injected. It is actually a poison. Poison is ingested, venom is injected. So these large glands back here actually produce a toxin that if an animal is to ingest it, it can make them very, very sick. So it tastes pretty bad too. So
I
again,
can
not a
imagine.
good meal. So that is Prince Charming, and he is a really large toad, or some may call him a giant toad. And he's
And you
starting
said
he's starting to vocalize here a little
Okay.
bit. So
And you said he's a marine toad, but they're not in the water.
right, marine
Okay.
toad, and also called a cane toad. And these are actually the toads that in Australia they were introduced to the Australian sugarcane fields to try and mitigate or get rid of the cane beetles that were causing a problem. And there were no natural predators because a lot of marsupials don't eat toads. And there just weren't any natural predators, so they actually have caused a real problem in being introduced. And are you going to stand up there, dude?
He's
He
tap
has
dancing.
places to go.
He's
Yeah.
going
He's
for
like,
it.
I'm going to go. So
like
I'm
it.
going to set him right
Respect.
down here. There we go. Okay, all right, and that is Prince Charming.
All right. Round of applause for Prince Charming, everybody. Yes. Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
We're getting a little applause. I like it. We're going to get an applause meter in the lobby from now on.
Yes.
All right. So who's our other buddy here?
So this is Digger, and she is an ornate box turtle. It's probably really shocking as to why she might be called Digger. She does kind of look like she might need a little bit of a pedicure, but she does have these really long claws, and as you can guess, she uses those for digging because she's able to dig into the ground. She uses those claws to help build her house, but she also uses them to dig through the ground to help find her food. So she does like to eat a variety of different things. She is a little bit more opportunistic as well, just like the toad. She might eat a small little fish, but she will eat the occasional plant material like grass. She can be found here in Texas as well, and I called her an ornate box turtle. That basically just means she has some pretty designs on her back. She woke up like this. #NoFilter.
Hey. Love it. Same.
Man.
I dig it. I'm telling right.
You guys are really punny.
I know. I'm telling you. The wild animals and the zoo creatures in this studio. I'm telling you. So what else about these guys?
So they are actually a couple of our animal ambassadors,
Okay.
and they are currently taking part in our teen volunteer program and also our summer camps. Our next summer camp actually starts on Monday,
Okay.
and that one I think we're all pretty full for. However, we have our last summer camp session for the season is the following week on the 16th,
Okay.
and that camp is for ages 9 to 13. Our teen volunteer program, they go through an application and an interview process and that sort of thing, and they join us in May. I guess they get notified that they're going to be joining us for the summer, and they've been helping us out with our summer camps. We've also been taking them on field trips. They do interpretation, and they learn to handle some of our cool animal ambassadors.
Very cool.
And present them to our summer campers, and then also to some of the community members as well. So we got
Love
a lot
it.
going on.
Very, very cool. Well, for those that don't know, Frank Buck Zoo is just right down the road, and you've got such a cool thing going on there. Give us a little bit of info about Frank Buck Zoo, some of the things people can find there, some of the stuff that makes Frank Buck Zoo such a unique place.
Sure. Well, we're only right about a mile from start to finish. And so it only takes about 45 minutes or an hour to go through. So a great place to get out and stretch your legs if you're going from one place to another on 35. Also for young children or older people that have a hard time getting around, it's just the perfect amount of time. We have some other great zoos in the area. We have a little nursery area off to the side of the building that earlier in the morning, whenever it's a little cooler, they'll come out and romp around. So they're really cool.
Very cool. I love it. Well, that's awesome, guys. Frank Buck Zoo, I say it every time y'all are here, is just the coolest little place. I mean, you guys have, just the scenery and the greenery and the way you guys have laid it out, it really is just, that in of itself is an incredible experience. And then the fact that you've got all these awesome animals and so much diversity and so many different things that you can see. You can get up close and personal with things like flamingo feedings and all that cool stuff. It's a can't miss kind of deal. Really is
we're
super
working
cool.
on. You need to come back out and do some more filming because we have some new VIP opportunities that we're working on, and we're getting really close to unveiling. So
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. Well, I got to check out the new bear exhibit. That'll be really cool.
Yes.
I can hardly
good
bear
time.
it. We're going to keep a scorecard. Anyways, anything else we want to highlight? Any events coming up for the summer or anything like that?
Well, not for the summer, but we are really busily, I guess, planning our Zubilee event in the fall, which is October the 6th. It's going to be awesome and not to be missed. And we're going to roll out, generally we usually reveal what new attraction we're working on at that point, but we're letting the cat out of the bag a little early, so maybe next time we come. It's super exciting. Oh, we did just find out though that we are getting funded for the we're changing one of our old habitats over to a new expanded prairie dog exhibit. So we're really excited about that.
Prairie dogs and otters. That's cute. Awesome. Well, very, very cool, guys. Well, thank you all very much for coming and doing this and being in the studio. Prince Charming, thank you as well. And I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
That would be Digger.
Digger, that's right. The much more simple one. Good gracious. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming and being here. Thanks everybody for tuning in to DentonRadio.com. We are coming at you live from the Discover Denton Welcome Center here at 111 West Hickory Street, right here on the downtown square. There's already a great crowd of folks that are about to get to meet these guys up close and personal. There's still plenty of time. Get on down here and enjoy your Friday here in downtown Denton, and you can meet these crazy animals as well and the creatures that they brought from the zoo. Thank you again for tuning in with us at DentonRadio.com. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll see you next time. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.